You are tasked with setting up a mechanism to address potentially compromised user accounts. You must identify the initial requirement for users and the specific configuration needed in the environment from the following options. Option A, grant permission for an application to access organizational resources. Option B, enroll in multi-factor authentication. Option C, enroll in self-service password reset. Option D, a sign-in risk policy. Option E, a user risk policy. Option F, a password protection strategy.
When dealing with identity protection, we are looking for a workflow that balances security and automation. The process involves a prerequisite that the end user must complete to allow for automated recovery, combined with an administrative configuration that monitors identity health over time. Consider how the system needs to maintain the ability to automatically respond to an identity flagged as potentially compromised.
I believe the correct answer is that users must first enroll in self-service password reset, and you must configure a user risk policy. Enrolling in self-service password reset is the essential prerequisite because it provides the mechanism for the user to perform self-remediation if their account is flagged. Without this registration, the system cannot trigger an automated password reset process for the affected user. In my view, configuring a user risk policy is the correct step because it specifically evaluates the user's identity status and triggers actions based on that risk level. While sign-in risk policies are common, they focus on individual login attempts rather than the overall compromised status of the user account. Other options, such as application permissions or general password protection strategies, do not address the active remediation of a compromised identity as effectively as these two components. For your exam preparation, always distinguish between sign-in risk and user risk. A user risk policy is tied to the identity itself and potential account compromise, whereas a sign-in risk policy is tied specifically to the authentication event. Remember that for automated remediation to function correctly, the user must have already registered for the necessary recovery methods, such as self-service password reset.